Hey everyone! In this video I'm going to show you how to fix my lab for challenge number 3. So our issue here is that wireless devices cannot access the internet. You can see a smartphone that is clearly not wirelessly connected to the AP in the topology. The rules were no static routes and no new SSIDs, and success criteria was that the smartphone can web browse to cisco.com. Alright, so the first thing I broke was related to wireless. I actually disabled the SSID on the controller, which is why you don't see the phone connected to the AP, so I will go and fix that first. To log into the controller, I'm going to go to this management station, pull up its desktop and web browser, and if you look at the instructions, we'll do HTTPS 192.168.1.2, and then the credentials are listed there. Go to WLANs, and if you scroll over, you can see that it's admin status disabled. So I'll click on the WLAN ID number to edit it, enable it, and apply. And there you go. Now the device has wireless connectivity. So now it's connected, but it still doesn't have internet access to get to cisco.com. And that's because the CoreSwitch here does not have a default route. So if you look at the routing table, clearly we don't see a default route, and a default route is required for routing to internet destinations like cisco.com. And since my rule was no static route, then the only way that the core can obtain a default route would be through some dynamic routing protocol. You'll notice in its show IP route output that it's learning a route via OSPF. And if I do show IP OSPF neighbor, you'll see that it has an OSPF adjacency to our HQ core up here. What I was trying to teach you about here is how you can advertise default routes into OSPF with the default information-originate command. So if we go on this HQ core and run show IP route, he has a default route already pointing at this, what I'm considering to be an internet router. So since the HQ core device has a default route, all it needs to do is advertise it into OSPF so that the remote core can learn about it. So let's do that. I'll go under our existing OSPF process, and I'll say default-information-originate. And now when we go to the remote core and run show IP route, now you can see that it's learning a default route from OSPF. And those are the only two things I had broken in the lab. So I believe the phone should be able to browse to cisco.com now. Which it can. Alright, so that's how you can fix my lab. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you're notified for any future Fix My Lab Challenge videos. Stay safe and have a great weekend.